So I'm going to be doing something a little bit differently. I'm going to do a full color review. The one I'm going to skip until I know all is for Black Clover is going to be red. So we're going to hold off on that just for now. But all in all, we're going to take a look at everything. So without further ado, let's dive in the video and talk about it. If you guys don't know about Red Riot Games Promise Day, it's $5,000 cash event, July 26, 2025, starts in at 12 p.m. They have basically the new purple decks. They do a lot of blog posts, but they also have a lot of new playmats coming in the works. If I remember correctly, they have some really nice anime ones. A Union Arena, let's take a look here. They have a Alice playmat that's just came online, if I remember correctly. You know, if you guys are a big Sword Art Online fan, I know that they have a Asta playmat that just came online as well. So it's something to think about if you guys really want to get some decent playmats. They do ship from Canada. So yeah, I mean, it's up to you how you want to handle this, but I think this is a lot of good playmats. You know, Bakugo playmats, even just for My Hero. So if you guys really want to get some decent product, definitely come his way. Red Riot Games is, you know, redriotgames.ca for Canada. Definitely worth checking out. They host really big events, and hopefully we can see where this goes in the future. But guys, so first off, let's take a look. Let's go by cost. There we go. So first off, you get the zero cost Asta for Black Bulls in purple. This is strictly, we're just going to make sure it locks the purple. Asta is just basically going to add itself to hand. This is very commonplace. We'll have a raid purple Asta. Then we do have Charmy. That's on play. Choose up to one other character on your area, and it gets plus 1000 DP for the turn, but it is also a draw card. This is very commonplace for a lot of decks to have some sort of booster, but Charmy always fits the role because of just the energy it gives. Then you have Narrow. Narrow's just main rest this card. This character generates 1 energy during your turn. At the end, it's the kind of just commonplace. It dies the energy generator 0 cost. Then you do have Magna on play when there is another traded Black Bull card on your area. Draw a card. Place 1 card from your hand into the outside area. Which is very common. It does have an alt of the set, and it's a 0 cost alt. Then you do have Van Cuts. I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't seen this part of the story, so I don't know their names, and I'm going to be really bad at it. On retire, draw a card, place 1 card from your hand to the outside area. Then you have basically Xenon. Xenon's impact and gate. I don't think we're going to see much of that. Then you have Dante. Dante's just add your card to hand for a 0 cost. Then you have Gray. Gray is just an act trigger and just a 2500 body, which is not bad. Then we have Fenrir. On play, choose up to 1 other card on your area with energy requirement 1 or less. It's just your energy bouncer that just creates double energy, which very commonplace. Then you have Xenon. Just on retire, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 dark trade or traded devil card from and add it to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck, and it's an act trigger, which again, I know that this deck has a win con, and this is just the Black Clover deck. Black Bulls. So this has impact negate your turn. If you have 4 or more other Black Bull trait cards in your area, this character gets plus 1000 DP. So yeah, this is going to be like similar to Metal Bat and stuff like that by the way that just that Asta is announcing. Megkula, choose up to 1 character on your opponent's front line. It gets minus 1000 DP until the start of your next turn, which is pretty scary actually. If there is not many ways of negating the minus DP in the meta, this card can be pretty decently scary. Then you do have Asta to action 1 point. Opponent's turn, if there's 4 or more Black Bull trait cards on your area, this character gets plus 1000 DP, 500 DP, BP. So it becomes 35, which is not bad on your opponent's turn, be able to jump block early enough. Then you have Noel on play, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 traded Black Bull card among them, add to your hand, place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. If you add it to your hand, place 1 card from your hand to the outside area. So just being a good searcher is not bad, and does have an alt. Now you do have Vankilla. This character generates 1 extra energy while it's in active state. Very common energy generator for the 2 costs. Now Dante's on play, look at the top card of your deck, place that card at the top of your deck or to the outside area. Very commonplace for purple, and it's a 3000 DP, but it's got a act trigger that just stands up. Now we get the Black Bull's hideout. So on play, if all of cards on your area have Black Bull trait, choose one of the following effects, draw a card, which again, I'll take draw a card as a function as a hideout, and then you may play 1 Black Bull trait card from your hand to the outside area. If you do, draw 2 cards. Not terrible, actually. I think being able to draw 2 to filter by 1, it's not bad. This card is just good. I think we'll see some play with it. I think draw value is just really good in general. But you have to take in the account that you do have, this doesn't come in active, so it does get a turn of not being active. So Henry, if you have 4 or more Black Bull traits cards on your area, increase the card generating energy by 1, and then rest this card, pay 1 AP. Once per turn, choose 1 Black Bull's hideout on your area, activate its on play effect. Oh, it's an on play? Oh, it's an on play. Ew. It's worse than I expected. But if you can combo it with Henry constantly doing this, possibly. I think that might work. Then another Henry. So is this the alt? Yeah, it's the same card, just as an alt. Okay. Interesting. It's not as shiny for a 1-star rare. Then you have Gauche. Gauche is basically choose up to 1 Black Bull traded character in your area, choose up to a character with the same name as the chosen character with energy 2 or less and AP 1 from your outside area, play it into the area rested, and at the end of your turn attack phase, retire that character. Interesting. It basically sets you up to raid, and that's really all you're going to really do with it. And it's a 1 cost, by the way, to do this. So yeah, I think that's actually pretty decent. And then you have Gordon. Basically, if there's a green or red card on your opponent's area, this card energy requirement is reduced in your hand by 1. So not bad. It might come up for rare battles more or less, but not outside of that. Zora is in your front line when your opponent activates main. There is another traded Black Bull card on your area, draw a card. So not a bad way of keeping conditional draw. I think that might actually see some play. Then you have Vanessa. Vanessa is just play 1 Black Bull traded purple card with energy requirement energy 2 or less and AP cost 1 from your outside area to your area rested, or raid it. If you have 6 or more other Black Bull traits in your, choose a 4 cost or less instead, which that's where the raid will come in, because I think most of the raids are 4 cost. Now you got Vankika. Well, I don't know this weird one. Draw 2 cards, place 1 card from your hand to the outside area. On retire, play up to 1 dark triad or devil purple character card, energy requirement 2 or less, AP 1 from your hand to the area rested. Doesn't sack it, but it's your color trigger for the villain deck. Xenon is on play. You may retire 1 of your other characters on your area. If you did, draw 2 cards. Now you do have the Tree of Clover. So at the end of the attack phase, if you have 0 cards in your deck, 3 dark triad cards with different names on your area, you win the game. So it's an alternate win con, a field spell alternate win con, by the way. Main, rest, place 4 cards from the outside area to the room area. If you do, draw a card and place 1 card from your hand to the outside area. If you can only activate Tree of Clefart's effect once per turn. So basically this card in name, you can't stack up and do 15 of that, all 4 of them, you get 1. So enjoy that. Now you do have Surpass Your Limits. This is your AP extension. Then you have the Dark Triad, which is their AP extension. Then you do have Asta. So this is your raid, one of them. So if you have 4 or more other Black Bolt traits on your area, this character gains impact. Characters that battle this character lose impact negate during the battle, which is very, very much what Black Clover is all about, right? Asta being able to remove negate impact is huge, guarantees the damage, and being able to negate magic is all about Asta's sword, so it makes sense, right? On retire, you may place 1 Black Bolt card from your hand to the outside area. If you did, you may play up to 1 character card from this raid source into your front ride rested, a way of just getting bodies sticking on the board. Then you have Yami 2 action. So on play, if you have 6 or more other Black Bolt traded cards on your area, choose up to 1 character on your opponent's front line with 4,000 DP or less, retire it. When attacking, choose up to 1 traded Black Bolt character card on your area, gets plus 1,000 DP during this turn, and it's an act trigger. Now you get Luck. This character gets 1,000 DP, and if you're at 6 or more other Black Bolt characters on your area, this character set it to active on play. So yeah, this thing is a 4,000 beat stick, 1 cost as long as you meet the condition. Coming in active is huge. You have Xenon that has impact negate. Place the top 4 cards outside of your area to the room. If you did, this character gains cannot be blocked by characters of 3,000 DP or less during the turn. When attacking, draw a card. When this character attacks and is blocked, place 1 card from your hand to the outside area. Okay, now you got his Devil, Dante's Dark Triad. Place 4 cards from your outside area to the room area. If you did, choose up to 1 of the following. This character gains 2,000 DP for the turn. If this character gains double block and impact negate until the start of your next turn. So depending on the situation, this can be very good. Then you do have Black Bulls. This is your removal spell. So if you choose 1 of your opponent's character, if it gets minus for each Black Bulls on your area during this turn. So this thing can remove up to 8,000 DP, which is very scary for some decks. I'm talking to you, One Punch Man. Now, in the presence of the Devil King, this one, choose 1 character on your opponent's front line. It gets minus 3,000 DP until the start of your next turn. If there's a Dante, it gets 4,000 DP. It gets a 4,000 DP instead, or draw a card. I don't know if that's always going to be viable, but you want to draw cards here. And then Dante's true full-on Devil armor form. Choose up to 2 characters on your opponent's front line. It gets minus 1,000 DP until the start of your next turn. And then when attacking, place 2 cards from the top of your deck to the outside area. So, guys, what do you think of the purple? What deck are you going to actually build for the alternative win con? Or are you going to go Black Bulls? Because why not? But we'll do some deck profiles later on, but I figured this would be a great segue for this.